gentlemen, we're here to promote a unique candidate for the general delusion on Thursday. This candidate is the only candidate that died in between the time he registered and the elections, and therefore he will be on the ballot, and you can vote for the only dead human being who's applied to be a Member of Parliament. Now, personally, I think we'd probably be better off with all dead MPs. In fact, the last 3 weeks, you may have noticed, there's been no activity at Parliament, there has been no government. Have you noticed anything that different? Whoa. Now, this is good for, by the way, this is good for my show. That's a bit much. You could just come down and ask me to stop. And you're laughing as well. Vote for Ronnie Carroll. Think about it, guys.
Would you be prepared to vote for Ronnie? Would you consider it?
Ronnie's dead, is he?
So basically what he's saying is that Ronnie's message was to make our political servants redundant. They're not going to make themselves redundant, are they?
No.
But we haven't had them in power at the moment for the last few weeks. Have you felt anything different?
No.
Would you consider voting for someone who's dead?
Why not? Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, please tell your friends and your parents about it. You are guaranteed, he's, I would say, the only Member of Parliament that cannot deceive you. Because he's
I don't want to be rude,
yes.
but you can't stay inside to disturb the customer.
I'm just talking to them.
They're eating and they're talking. You
No,
can't
but
stay inside.
they seem... Should I do what she says? Yeah, okay, I should. Okay, you're absolutely right. I should do what the lady says. Let's go. Excuse me, do you live around here?
Yeah.
Oh, fabulous. I'm here as part of a candidate in the general election. He's the only candidate that's no longer alive, and that what's good about that is it means he is, we believe, the only candidate that will not deceive you. So, now one of the things, his main message is our political servants won't tell us that they're redundant, we have to tell them. What kind of redundancy pay do you think politicians should be paid, if any?
Oh, you've got me on the hop here.
Would you consider voting for him?
Yes, he's dead, yeah.
Yes, he is, honestly. And he's going to be on the ballot box first, top of the ballot box, okay? Vote for Ronnie Carroll. Excuse me, guys, I'm here on a bit of an unusual trip, and in that I'm sort of canvassing for the only candidate in the whole country on the ballot box that's dead. And would you be prepared if in that? Why not?
Because basically I think you should actually use your vote for somebody who may be able to do something, and Mr. Carroll can't make a difference now.
Right, so you think that the people you think that your vote actually makes a difference?
I think it stands more chance of making a difference than Mr. Carroll, who's now dead.
Okay, what about you?
No, I would agree. I'd rather, put my vote with somebody that's actually living in the nicest possible way. Somebody that I can actually see doing something. But this is somebody I can complain about if they don't do it right.
Independent nutcase.
That's it, yes.
Oh, I'm voting for you.
Yeah. I'm not actually Ronnie. Ronnie's dead, but good try.
Ronnie Carroll's dead?
Yeah. But he's on the ballot sheet. Okay, he's the only dead person on the balance sheet. Wouldn't you? Because he wouldn't lie. We're just talking about to people today about how much redundancy pay you think a Member of Parliament should get.
I'm actually not prepared to speak on record, so you'll have to turn the mic off.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Is it? You couldn't. You've got some.
I can't speak on record. So you have to turn it off.
Politics and what's it all about, really. He said, "Look, I can't tell you on record." So I turn it off. And he says, "The truth is,
How you
I
doing?
can't tell you. But I couldn't tell you on record that I can't tell you."
Voting for Ronnie on Thursday?
This is a political broadcast on behalf of Ronnie Carroll, the right on time Ronnie Carroll, whose physical body passed on You are guaranteed that Ronnie Carroll will not deceive you. A vote for Ronnie is a vote for your political servants to become redundant. We're here in Hampstead because some of the servants live around here and mix with people like you. Are you going to vote for Ronnie Carroll? He's going to be on the ballot box.
That's Ronnie's ex-wife.
Sorry. She's... Alternatively, vote Labour like Russell Brand told you to.
We're here at the Garden Gate, Southend Green, Hampstead, 5th of May. Danny's been campaigning for the right on time, Ronnie Carroll. A vote for Ronnie is a vote to make our political servants redundant, and we've been handing out Ronnie's election communication that has his Euro vision on it, or at least the culmination of his Euro vision, and his legacy. He's left us a zillion wonders with which to change the world, and with Danny's help, we're going to do it.
Tell us more about the bank that he was going to set up.
The Bank of a Zillion Wonders will be programmed to act in a philanthropic way and look after all of us. We will introduce this new currency called the Wonder. So the idea is that everyone in Europe will be dealing in wonders. And there'll be 100 gasps to the wonder. And even though one might be down to one's last gasp, wonders will never cease. So that's the simple concept. And yeah, so we have to program an intelligence to effectively become a government that replaces government, an end to party politics and politicians and direct democracy and people power and beauty.
Okay. Can you tell us about imagination and how that fits in?
Well, everything that exists because somebody imagined it. Imagination is the greatest gift that we have, and if we can collectively imagine the best future imaginable, then we can make that future a reality. There's magic in imagination, and it all goes back in my mind to what I call the biblical 9/11 story, chapter 11 in Genesis, and then 9 verses to the story of the Tower of Babel, when the Lord, according to the story, made us all speak different languages so that we couldn't communicate with each other, because the Lord said when we could all communicate with each other, anything we imagined to do, we would be able to do. So, yeah, I guess the wheel has come full circle, and it's time for us to link to what's out there. It's time for us to build that tower that could link to heaven, and something in the air, Danny.
There's something in the air. I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Very good. Have you heard Ronnie singing that?
No, but I'll check it out online. We'll put a link in the film.
It's on YouTube. Ronnie Carroll, Something in the Air Again. And Ronnie is great in his absence, because I recorded a conversation with my late friend and neighbour Peter Cook, and we were discussing what is more effective, an absence or a presence, and we concluded that it's much more effective to be absent than to be present. So Ronnie, hopefully in this election, will be proving that point, and his Eurovision will be there for all time to be made to come true. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Danny, I'd just like to ask, because I have a feeling this question might come up. You were saying that Russell Brand has kind of gone wrong by or you know by basically saying he was saying don't vote, now he's saying vote. You were saying don't vote, now you're saying vote for a dead person. What do you think about that?
Well, firstly, I was saying don't vote. I have to defend myself a little bit, because when I was saying don't vote, I don't really care if anybody votes. I was just saying it because, you know, as a polemic to get people to take some notice, because, you know, it's a religion, basically. As far as I'm concerned, it's just like a religion. Statism is a religion. And there are people who adhere to it. They get very upset if someone has a go at their religion, just like any other religions. So that's why I said don't vote, really. I'm not trying to control people. It doesn't make any difference whether they vote or don't vote, yeah? Now, what I am saying is I'm not actually really telling them to vote for Ronnie Carroll. I'm not really saying that even now. What I'm saying is that everybody needs to look inside themselves for every decision they make, and not look for out there for someone to tell them they should do this and they should do that. And that's, to me, that's a sin. That's a great sin to go around. It's a sin against all the people that follow him, yeah, because he's not honouring their own ability to get in touch with their own highest answer to everything, which is found inside, and instead tell them, no, I know what you should do. You should do this, or you shouldn't do that.
It's the ultimate protest vote. It's a vote for Ronnie is a vote for a future in which you would be representing yourself through direct democracy, and it is as simple as that.
Leisure-orientated, demilitarised, cashless and completely tax-free, except for an automatic 10% service charge on every electronic money transaction. The continent is made up of interactive wonder city-states, including Moscow. How about that? That together with their satellite towns, resorts and villages are populated by happy, smiley people, not like the people around here, enjoying, that's my bit, sorry, enjoying more than comfortable everyday lives thanks to a loverment, not a government, that manifests its largesse through the marvellous program workings of an all-insuring philanthropic bank of a zillion wonders, fun employment. Everyone effectively works for the bank's wonder currency, and the bank's wonder currency works effectively for everyone. It's going to be just about as lovely as you can imagine lovely being. Meanwhile, even closer to the end, going round the rainbow bend, my life sentence will soon be over, looking forward to being back in clover, with my spirit's guide, my soulmate on the other side. Farewell, my loves. I leave you a zillion wonders with which to change the world.